Mhm. And welcome back, everybody. It's good to be back because I've been looking forward to this. Um, hey, Tyler. Tyler Guyton's back from workouts. All right. So we are into the preseason. We just finished and wrapped up a 3 hour video uh, covering the entirety of the off season. Yeah, a lot happened during the off season. We did some trading. We got some more draft picks. We traded quite a few of those draft picks away to get in to bump up and get ourselves an extra pick in the third round. We came away from the draft with some new players in our roster, and we came away with, as a matter of fact, just starting right here, we came away with Randy Peterson, rookie quarterback out of LSU. Um, we like him. 99 throw power, right? He is our backup and should push Lance for the foreseeable future, right? As a matter of fact, quarterback of the future, future starter is what his tags say. And then, of course, Lance is quarterback of the future, bridge quarterback. So I think the game needs to pick which one he's going to be. But I think that probably comes down to how he performs. Right now, his contract says no, we're not going to get rid of him. And yes, he's going to be our starter for at least the next season or two, right? With Peterson in the wings, hopefully improving. Then we picked up Rashard Dixon, right? Right now, he's not our starting running back, but you can see he's up there and could give the current backs on our roster a run for their money, right? And then he's going to keep me from looking at the waiver wire and saying, okay, we need another running back. So, did we settle the issue with our running back room? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know, but it's a step in the right direction. We brought in through via trade Xavier Gibson. Uh, he does his tags say that he's a future starter. We don't know. Um, for right now, he will be probably. We'll see how it goes. But then we did draft Kevin Morrison. Tags say that he's a day one starter. We also drafted Robert Wilbon, and we actually drafted them in opposite order. So Wilbon was our third or fourth round pick. Let's see. Um, it should say right here, drafted fourth round. So Wilbon was drafted in the fourth round. Morrison was drafted, I believe, in the sixth or seventh round, or maybe the fifth, end of the fifth round. So that is the order that they were drafted. We also picked up Antoine Livingston. We brought him as an undrafted free agent. Um, so that is what we're looking at. We still have Flournoy and Jalen Brooks and Jalen Cropper um, on our roster, right? With Lamb and Tolbert being our two featured receivers for now. We brought Hendershot back. We also, in a trade, got Sanders at as our third tight end. So he will be pushing Schoonmaker, right? Fergie's a superstar dev trait now, so he's going to be leading our tight end room for now. Um, thing is, I think yeah, he's got 3 years in, and this will be his fourth year, so this would be the year that we would be looking to extend him. Guyton. Guyton has just been phenomenal and has just kept impressing and getting better and better and better. So he got 3,000 experience and one strength point over the summer. So he's gotten a little bit stronger, but he's still not 100% where we want him, but it's good enough. returning from last year, returning from last year, same. And then here we drafted Alex Portillo. It could be Portillo. Depends, right? We 6'8", 329, 90. I think his strength is really a 91 overall, but the 2 point boost that he gets from our coach, and right now possibly not the starter, but could push for the starter role, right? So we will do everything we can to help him boost. And then we brought in Michael Holt in free agency. And then we also brought in Briggs from in free agency. We had Mathis on our I don't even know what it's called now, and I'm completely blanking on it. But you know the hmm, our 12-man whatever, right? Honestly, cannot think of what it's called. Phillips, we extended him when we brought him in, and that was probably a mistake, but he's gotten weaker and slower, and his overall has dropped, with age. So we'll see. Practice squad, that's what it is. So he was on our practice squad last year. Mathis was so, and then so was Rogers, and then we drafted Badgley late in the draft, and he was a right end, a 3-4 right end, and we moved him over. He's 6'4", 320, so he just gives us a little bit more size. So we're gonna see how he goes in the preseason. We drafted Livingston. He was a middle linebacker. We moved him over to um, Sam, and he's going to push Buddy Johnson for the number 2 spot. Um, we brought in Micah McFadden from free agency and Jonas Griffith. So Jonas Griffith is depth. So is McFadden, but we do want to keep McFadden in to basically back up Leofau. We brought over Kaliki Hudson and Tony Fields. I think Kaliki Hudson, yeah, we signed. And then Fields, we just picked up off of the waiver wire so that we could have a full complement at right outside linebacker. And then our number 1 draft pick, Kevin Williams. Hidden depth rate, 6'3", 210 pounds. 93 speed, 84 man coverage, 77 zone, 76 play recognition, 97 acceleration, but he's getting a 2 point boost there. And then 76 press, he's getting a boost in man coverage, zone, and press right now. Also in catching, 79 catching for DB. 60 tackle, not bad, right? 93 jumping. He's okay strength for a defensive back. Um, Injury and stamina, okay. Toughness. He's getting a 2 point boost in toughness. So his personality is entertainer. Uh, Aggressive play ball tendency. Um, Predictable player. Strip ball, high motor, and balanced penalty tendency. So it's not bad. And then progression history, you won't have anything there. And then there's motivations. And then right here, day 1 starter will be placed above similarly rated players on the depth chart. Teams are unlikely to draft a replacement for this player. And then right now, his motivations are all in line with us. Scheme fit, base 4-3. Head coach historic record. Well, fortunately, we have a 71% win percentage, right? And it's in the big market of Arlington. So that is where we stand with this guy. So we'll get to see him pretty soon on the field, hopefully. And then we also brought in um, Dion Talbot. So not as you know, not huge as not as big of a impact as Williams, but still, some depth there. And we got him off of I think he's an undrafted free agent, I think, or we might have drafted him right there towards the end there. We've got, we decided to move on from Hooker and go with Melifonwu and Wanye Thomas are pretty much going to more than likely be our free safeties for the season, along with Bell and one of these two, most likely Edmonds for this year. It's it's hard to say because we may just decide we'll move on from Edmonds and actually see if we might use him as trade bait, right? See if we can pick up a late round pick for him somewhere, right? Probably not, but we'll see. And at some point, I will go back and try to get faces for some of these players, right? There's Ariza. We got rid of the punter we had before, whose name escapes me right now, but we got Ariza for the next 5, 6 years. I think 6 years, so we just don't have to worry about punter, you know. And then in the upcoming draft, we after all the trades with Houston, New York, and Carolina, we do now have 4 7th round picks this year, and then we have an extra sixth and a replacement seventh in the 27 draft, and then our normal complement of picks for 28. So practice squad, nobody's in there. Oh, excuse me. Whoa. But right now, you can see our team actually has 6 players 90 or above. And then Guyton and BB really being turning out to be some shining stars. Look at BB, man. Look at that strength, right? I mean, it's a boost because of the coach, but still pretty decent. Mozzie really picking up and coming into his own. And then again, that new right there, winning the draft was pretty decent. Damone Clark really picking up and Nealon picking up. I mean, all these guys have made significant improvements, and that's what a winning season does for you, right? They go out there and they just need to perform. Now, the key is, can we do what we need to do with Trey Lance at the helm? We have moved on from Dak Prescott. So, first things first, we're going to do a little training camp, and then we'll probably get preseason game 1 out of the way, and then call it a day right for that, and then do an episode with preseason games 2 and 3, and then setting up the next year the draft. And this one will have, I don't know if I want to bring in and or just I don't know if I want to move away from the Madden thing. You know what I mean? Granted, it'd be great to see some familiar names and things like that, but it would be a year late, right? A season late with it. Okay, so Trey Lance, we will do. I don't think I'm gonna do Trey Lance. I think we're gonna go with Randy Peterson. And you can see without the boost, this is their normal overall. So he's a 69 overall. But I do want to see, sporting Tony Romo's number. Then, boom, okay. And then what I really like though, he still got that 99 Arm strength. Okay. Too soon. All right, how do we want to do this? Too late. Mm. Just a tick too early. All right, we're gonna come over here. Nope. Who was that going to? No one. All right, let's see. We can go one way or the other. There we go. Yes. All right. Trying to line these up. Boom. All right, last throw. We need to hit two of them. Then we couldn't do it. All right, that's good. I think in some instances, if you get the silver, you still get the one skill point, which would be great. Not here though. Gosh darn it. All right, rushing attack. You know we want to see our running back. We want to see the rushing attack this time around. And then I'm going to say this right here, and it's going to be the kiss of death. I'm going to say it seems so much easier this time around. There he is. How do you do? I don't know how to do the celebrations. Okay, that is not the celebration. All right. That was not a celebration. So it's just a matter of seeing, like, how many points can you get? You know what I mean? Because technically, it's like if I want to play around at the end a little bit and try to make it harder on myself. All right, so we're at the silver. You know, it's funny. I'm looking at this and I go, "Who number was that?" Like, it's funny to see Dak run so much, right? Oop! Oh, I juked the wrong way. Multiplier is 14. Come on, Lukey. All right. Okay, wide receiver battle. All right, we're gonna do Wilbon here. See what he runs like. Oop. Dang it. Mm. I'm not sure why that angle. I don't think I had the angle like that. I mean, really, because this is what it is. It's like, here, just run to that 400 box. All right, so I ran too far to the inside on that one. Well, what it was I changed my mind mid route where I was going with it. It's like I got past them, and then I was like, here, should I go? Should I take it all the way up? Or I was like, no. Do you see this? Dev trait upgraded. Superstar. Are you serious? Are you absolutely serious here? Wow. Wow. All right, so let's look at Mr. Morrison here. Whoop, whoop. Mm-hmm. Whoop, whoop. All right, here we go. Whoop. Nice. Mm-hmm. Can't expect a dev trait upgrade for this guy too, huh? All right. All right, here we go. Still got this. We got the skill point, so we'll be happy with that. All right. I don't want to do it. Let's think about it for a minute. All right, who do we have? We don't have anybody absolutely like brand new, so we got to go with. You know what? Let's boost. Or do we go Demarvian? Let's go Lufau still. Lufau. All right. Oh no! I just realized who's gonna be. Oh, okay, it's Zeke. Oh, nice, nice. Mm-hmm. This guy just comes down at you. Mm, nice, nice. Good job. Oh. All right, all right. Mm. He wasn't giving up on that one. Oh, shoot. Haha, nice. He ran around the blocks. There's like zero time left on the clock. Mm. He was determined though. He's like, okay, we'll fight through this. Still haven't decided on that. I cannot do these, so don't ask. He's 30 years old, so all we can do is try to get a skill point increase. Whoa. I don't know what happened there. Maybe I went with too much power. And that kind of made it terrible. Mm. Mm. Oh, and missing that little thing every time. I don't know if there's like a timing thing for it. Right now, we're not going to get him a silver, let alone gold. Gosh, we're just missing that thing. Oh, are you kidding me? On the very last one, finally hit it. Hey, yes, that's what we were hoping for. I'm not worried about the punter. Oh, I should, because he's young and new, and I am not very good at this. Shoot. I don't even know where that's going. Well, we got the outer ring at least. Still a little late on the what's name. Check up. Nice. All right. Is he left footed? Can't tell. Nice. Nice. Fortunately, there's really ah jerked on me at the end there. Um, there's no timer, so it's just a matter of just number of kicks. See, this one rolls. Stick. Wow. I did not expect that. That was nice. Nice. Still couldn't get gold though. That's all right though. Hey, got him a skill point though. All right, so um, am I willing to go back to this one yet? No. Are we willing to do this one? Not really, because this one sucks. But it will. Let's see, do we have a rookie lineman? I can't remember. Oh, we have Hope, but we don't need that for him. Just Rogers. You know what? Let's see. He's not going to do well, but let's just put him through it anyway. We'll take whatever we end up getting. Oop. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, get out of here. Get through there. Ah! I hate that thing. I hate those things. Oh, God. All right, get off me. Get off me. And then the fact that they team up on you. Get off me. All right, so at least we got bronze. I think we're guaranteed bronze, which is better than I was expecting. Oop, oop. Get off me. Get off me. I'm tired now, so he doesn't have any more moves. That one really sucks. Because and he gets a skill point. Nice. Nice. I'm gonna show you Pass Protector one more time. Alright, who are we gonna give it to? We are gonna give it to Mr. Portillo. I don't like Pass Protector. Do you see that? I knocked it into him. God, I missed it. Mm. Can we hit it? Somehow God, I missed it. Did I score anything? Oh, do I lose points? I think I lose points every time he gets hit, but hey, we'll just take the bronze and get out of here. Because that might be the first time I even got something. Right? Ugh. The potential, I gotta be honest with you, is there. I just don't know. It's just not. It's not very much fun. All right. Might as well do this one. Oh, okay. All right. So you lose points, and then for some reason I can't get the target every time you get hit. So it's not a sack, but every time you get hit by the ball, you lose points. Okay. Whoop, get out of there. I ran right in. I was about to run right into that. Come on now. And you have only a certain amount of time, and every time the ball hits you, it takes points away. So that's that's it. And it's like I don't know. I mean, maybe if I like, maybe it's meant more if I had like aiming on or the new throwing mechanic, right? I can aim or steer the ball into the bullseye. I don't know, but as we can see there, no. All right, and then we got, hey, welcome to the preseason. Let's start looking ahead to another great season of football. I'll make sure to stay in touch. Somebody said that. All right. So then we'll go down to weekly strategy real quick. Anthony Richardson will only play 1 quarter, but we're going to say short pass. And then now we have 5 folks, but we just did stuff for them. So should I make you sit through them all again? No. Right? We'll just take the standard, whatever. And then let's just go and say start training. And then we still have half pads set from last season. So, and I think we switched it to split. Yeah, so half pads split. So the amount of injuries or the chance for an injury should be significantly less this time around. So technically we probably shouldn't see any injuries really. But if I really wanted to say get my starters in and ready for the season, I should switch, at least go back to starters as opposed to just split. Okay, so we got some up, wrong button. Sorry. Here, let's upgrade our players, and then let's get this game knocked out. So Brandon Aubrey. And sir, we must get you a face here soon. Maris Leofow. Mm-hmm. Robert Wilbin. And it was cool as you can see how many more experience points he needs to the next level, which is great. Matariza. He's very close too. Or is he already over? Huh. Mr. Roman Bagley. Or Badgley. I think it's Bagley. Okay. Um, I think we have our depth chart all in order. So let's get in here and get this done. Don't worry, we're not going to play the entire game, the entirety of the game, but we are probably going to play a good portion of the first half.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Colts and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it comes your way next.
The reigning Super Bowl champs, the Dallas Cowboys. All right, so we'll put it on slow and play offense.
It's a fresh start for both of these clubs. Here we go, week 1.
So we get to see our defense right off the bat.
A return now from the 4.
Nice to see Sam Williams back out there.
Place for the drive to start. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. Led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida, it's Anthony Richardson.
Starting all the way back in the spring, Mike, there has been months of preparation building up for this very game. And a lot of the guys on the sideline that have been around for a long time, these preseason games might not feel all that important.
So we're starting out at a nickel. There you go, Mr. Bland.
These games go a long way, not only to making this current roster, trying to make a career.
Number 20 out there is our rookie, Kevin Williams. There we go. There we go, Osa Odighizuwa. Oh no, we don't want to hurt you yet. We just want you to know that we're here. Feel our presence. Did you see that, Mr. Nealon? Yeah.
Thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is
yes, agreed.
As a unit, keep him in the pocket.
I mean,
and when you
Mr. Richardson looks like a lineman, a linebacker himself. You know, defensive end linebacker himself.
Beyond the 45-yard line. So the
All right.
offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the number 3 overall pick of the
I'm not sure that decision-making ideal is really applies to him,
in the grand scheme of things, they
but we'll see.
When it comes to the evaluation of these rosters, you just can't replicate these situations of live reps in practice. So what do coaches do? They give guys a little bit of taste in the preseason games. Can you separate yourself from the rest of the pack? I'm excited to see who steps up, who makes a case to snatch one of these.
Why you got to be pushing, man? Why you got to push?
To throw, here's Lance. Caught by Lance.
Whoa.
See
See how he popped up there? That was some physics bending stuff right there.
Being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest to the catch.
And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Now going to get a stop at injured player. Oh, it's C.D. Lamb.
No! Seriously, we just started.
Out of the gun, it's a run with Elliott. Running room hard to come by as he'll
A yard.
For a yard. Julian Blackman comes up from the safety spot to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9.
Okay, so we got Flournoy and we got Wilbin in the game.
To throw is Lance.
Ooh, ill advised. Zaire Franklin just jumped in there. Muscle cramps.
That is the most valuable real estate on the field.
That's all right. That's fine. You probably wouldn't have spent more than one series in here anyway.
They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls into
What's his 3rd and 9?
Lance.
Mm, mm, mm.
Third down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very
All
hard to
right.
defend.
Start the preseason off with the field
This
goal.
secondary, they were all on the same page and ball falls. I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come
We
away
would
with
love
three.
to see them
They were
score a
able to do
touchdown.
that and take a lead on that field goal.
Colts offense going to take over now for the second time.
Mr. Richardson is kind of scary. 91 speed, 236 pounds.
Two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
Oh,
Throw there.
that was Mr. Williams.
With his target. That's incomplete.
He might do something. He might edit his body type a little bit. Make his arms just a little bit more muscular.
From the gun, Richardson.
Who knows? I don't know.
It's Mitchell.
He doesn't look very athletic to me.
Work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down mark.
Looks a little scrawny. Whoa! Overshown, you missed.
Gain there of 10
Come
yards.
on, Mr. Overshown. You had him.
First down.
All right.
Richardson. Right side to down. 2nd and 7.
Looks like they've settled in a little bit.
Now Richardson.
Oh, what were you doing?
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard.
It was interesting because right behind Taylor, there was Bell. And it was like they both were jumping for the ball. I'm like, well, the ball has to get to you.
It's Richardson.
Ooh,
Taking off.
ooh. Who's number 99? I can't remember now.
When to go. He gets 17 yards
99.
on that run and a first down.
I can't remember who it is now.
Here's Richardson.
Rookie got beat. Got beat to the inside there.
Here's Richardson.
Bell always constantly trailing.
Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up.
It's just a very. After a while, you get used to seeing the old little valve. Good job. You don't see that normally. You know, not from. Well, I don't see it normally on any of the teams that I control. Of course, nobody's stopping Taylor from getting in there.
Indeed. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts move out to a 7-3 lead.
All right.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 15. Set up well. Is the 35-yard line.
All right.
Boys up.
Now we're gonna make some real quick changes here. They're gonna get reset here at the end of the quarter anyway. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring Dowdle in, and Dixon's gonna do that. Lamb, even if he's okay, Tolbert goes into that spot. And then we're actually going to bring Xavier Gibson and then let Livingston sit there. Wow, look at this. All right. And then we're going to come over and we're actually going to give, what's his name, a little bit of a breather, Zach Martin. And as a matter of fact, just for now, we're going to leave it like that. And then that's going to be, but then Parsons, and then Hope. And then let Fahoko, right? We're not going to, mess too much with that. We're gonna do some injury prevention is what we're gonna do. Actually, and then where's it? Rogers. Okay. And then we're good. We're good. We're good. And then boom, 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 boom. Yep. Like that. And then we're basically removing some people from harm's way that don't need to be in harm's way right now. Oh, you know, not you. Okay. And then, in all honesty, I am very satisfied with what you've given us. We are going to try you, young blood, right there. Miss 300 pound, 80 speed. All right. All right, let's get back in here.
Get going.
Okay.
Their second possession.
That's a lot to do just for like, what, 6 minutes of play? All right.
On play action, he'll set up to throw.
Oh, we had to throw that off our back foot. They were all over. I mean, Zeke just saved me right there. Was that Zeke or Donald? Somebody jumped in there and saved me.
Are not on the same page. It winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Short throw, caught by Ferguson.
He doesn't have the speed to get by him. You get around him. So.
After a gain of 7.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch.
Oh, he can't throw running.
The real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Because that was an awful throw.
Decision here on fourth down. It just seemed like a really wasted possession to go.
It did. It does.
Single first down.
I agree with you.
If you're not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field.
Bounce out.
Team coming on.
Not in the 20.
It's a touchback and will come.
All right. Let's see what our defense can do.
Now as they get set to take over once more, the lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that.
Oh, look at that. Just running free. Running free. Born free. As free as the wind. A.D. Mitchell. Holy schmolies. Look at Melifonwu just watching the play. He's just like, I'll run with him for a minute.
To add the PAT.
Holy cow, one play.
It's up and good. And the Colts extend their advantage to 14-3.
Now, maybe Hooker was like way better than I thought he was, and he was just holding down that secondary. Because
taken at the 15-yard line.
That was awful. That was just awful.
Possession of the football.
All right.
The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Thrown left side.
Nice. Nice, Mr. Yes. Nice. All right.
Good for 8 does it. And a very quick first down. First carry now for Rico Dowdle.
You know what I do is I run into the back of my lineman, and once you do that, you can't get off of them, right? And then the defender can just take you down. So it's like you can't run up into the back.
Throwing, Lance.
That accuracy right there on that route needs to get better because that was
He knew where
not
he
good.
wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
No, we're not.
Now Lance.
Yeah, I think it's more with Lance. He has to be more set. His feet have to be more set.
And really, the key to this play was just
Like
how fast he was able to get through his progressions. His mind was able to process
like
and go from
Dak did have dashing dead eye.
he's able to get the ball.
So when he's running outside of the pocket,
I think so often,
you know, he did have that dead eye trait.
open is one thing. Being
Um,
open and getting
the problem is
that
he's
leads to success.
he's not Dak,
That's what we saw here.
but he also doesn't. He's not. I don't know how good he is
Ground. It's Dowdle.
throwing on the run, and that's really something I need to look at, see where he is, because that'll tell me, you know.
Just enough for another first down.
So
The offense broke the huddle in a line.
Oh, hey,
Because
Zeke's back
everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay,
you know what we're gonna
line
do
up,
though?
I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
He has a stronger arm than Dak, so I'm not getting why. So it's the accuracy, not the strength of the arm, that's really coming into play here. Let me try this one again. It's second down, so we still have another down.
It just makes it very hard to
Slow,
compete at a
now
high
it's
level.
floor noise, so
They want to
let's
find
see.
themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this.
Oh, yeah, you can't do anything with no blocking. Can't do anything with no blocking. And
That was their third
that was
attempt.
without Zach, so
Resulted in a catch. You got to start looking elsewhere. You don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through him.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got it at about the 8.
all right. You see that? I did finally get set in the pocket, kind of.
A chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Lance looking to throw.
Oof, I hate that. Oof.
It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Hand off here to Zeke.
Nice.
To the outside.
I'm sitting there like, how am I getting past all of them? On the outside here. Like, I was basically running to see when I was going to actually get tackled. And then I'm like, am I around the corner?
Like we see teams work on a great drive to get down.
Okay.
In this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
All right.
Both teams
We need a better showing out of our defense.
as the kicks away.
We need a much better showing out of my defense.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Colts offense.
The sad part is, I know exactly who number 99 is, yet I don't know number 99 is. Wide open hole, gaping hole.
6 there, setting up second down. Richardson operating from the pistol.
Nealon beat his block, but
That one is caught. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough.
not in time to do anything.
Richardson will get
There's Leofow.
not a lot there.
We need that a little bit more consistently, my brother, though. We need that a little bit more. That gaping hole just a little bit ago was Awful.
So
Okay.
after one, it's the Colts.
So everything we just did is undone. And we're going to have all our second string in. Can't say the same for these guys, for the Colts. There's going to be somebody, some first stringer in it. Because there always is. Either on defense or offense, somebody. Can't tell you how many times I've seen, like I said, Aaron Donald, Cooper Kupp, you know, still playing in the third and fourth quarter of these games. So it's frustrating, but it is what it is. Is that McFadden? That's McFadden right there. Yep. That's our backup. So it's good to know. But I can't talk because if I'm not mistaken, that's Micah right there playing defensive tackle. Okay. I can't risk it. And I'll be a hypocrite if I allow that to stand. Micah should never be in there at defensive tackle, for one. So something went wonky with the substitutions. All right, so right here, not okay. Right here, not okay. Even if you sub out, it should be, you should know which ones you had in, and then it should be the ones after that, right? And we're going to go Hudson, and then we're going to take Fields and replace Edmonds. All right, so there is our sub linebackers. You see, Micah Parsons should never be in there, but he will be with the way this is set up. So, one, let's put Hope in there, right? And then two, let's put Badgley in there. So we got, yep. Now our rush ends, okay. See, and if Hope needs to go in and substitute for Williams, then Badgley comes in and substitute for him, right? We're gonna put Leofau, right? Not Leofau, but Fehoko there. McFadden should not be there. Fehoko, right? It's like, and then Williams shouldn't be starting on both sides, right? And so that's it there. So Fehoko, you need to move up. Yep, like that. And then wide receiver, Morrison in the slot, Gibson backing him up. And then it's like, is it that hard to figure out the next receiver in line? Right? Power back, third down back, kick returner. All right. So safeties, gotta, and then see, I'm pretty anal about this stuff, so it's like, it doesn't fly with me, right? So then we've got, right, so you got all five. So Williams is still in there. Carson, Booth, yep, right outside linebacker, right? And then let's just pick the bottom guy here. Inside, yep. And then pick the bottom guy here. Boom. Defensive tackle. So in base, yeah, never should it be that way. And let's do like that. And then actually, so Phillips is the last option, right? But then we also have Rogers, right? So we will also, so boom, we don't need to see Phillips. Um, here again, and then here, who's the bottom of our right ends? Seriously? Where's our other right end? We have multiple right ends. Oh, Parsons. Okay. All right. So Hope. Yep. As a matter of fact, just in case, right? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yep. Not necessarily fine, but not a big deal either. But if we wanted to, boom, right? And then tight ends. 3 tight ends. There it is. Schoonmaker, Sanders. Receivers. Okay, so got Wilbin, got Gibson, got Morrison, right? Morrison's in the slot. There we go. We are not mad at that. Fullback, running back. Yep, yep. As a matter of fact, it is time. And then also, what we're going to do is we're going to do this, right? And then we're going to do this. And then we are going to come back here, and then we're going to kick it back in. All right.
Forcing third down. They'll throw out of the gun.
Oh, come on now. Out of bounds. How do you let him run around the side? Who is that? Who is that? I don't even know who the quarterback is. He's someone that shouldn't be running free in the back and around.
On the inside handoff. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Okay, Stallworth might be.
Here's 1st and 10.
Oh, come on. Run defense.
Taken down. This has been some kind of march downfield now.
It has.
With 6. It's 1st and goal.
I think I figured out who 99 is now. Odiembo. Is Deo. Oh, he's out in coverage? What is he doing in coverage? They threw away from him, but why is he out in coverage?
For the extra point.
They're killing us. My defense has gotten worse. We only lost 3 players from it.
21-10 lead.
But they wouldn't be in this game right now. They wouldn't be in the game right now.
We're back to it as the kicks away.
We lost Lawrence. We lost Kendricks and Hooker. Oh, and J-Lu. But those are starters. They wouldn't be in the game right now. All right, this is going to get ugly.
Inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a 1st down.
You say that like I don't know that we're down.
Drive will start on the ground.
Oh gosh. Why am I spiking? That's normally the 1st down thing.
21 to open this.
All right. Who are we trying to complete to? Wilbin. All right, Wilbin.
He'll drop to throw.
Nice. Nice. Finally, somebody can get it there. If they ask us about a competition between the quarterbacks, we're in trouble.
Is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion. You're on the.
Oh, come on, Scooney. Schoonmaker just can't make those plays, man. He cannot make those contested catches. I need somebody that can. It is now 100% official. Schoonmaker cannot make contested catches. All right, 2nd and 10. We are running a post wheel drag. but I've already
Back to the air once more on second down.
they moved this first down thing, so now I'm just spiking the ball.
Just like that, it's first and goal.
So basically, no one has decided to play defense in this game.
How many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
They'll try to run this one in.
All right, now we want the spike.
He's in. Deuce ball. Touchdown, Dallas. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
We needed that.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
Because aside from the very first drive, I don't know that we've done anything defensively.
And he'll be brought down just beyond
The very first time they had the ball, and they just had to get in rhythm. And once they've been in rhythm, we haven't done a single thing defensively. So our defense needs some work, especially our run defense, man.
The D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
Well, our pass defense too. We got guys running free down the.
Going right, it's taken in. First and 10.
Come on, our rookie. Come on, man. You're technically the best player on the field right now for us.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. He'll look to throw. And
okay.
Complete coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
All right, we got Thomas in there at safety.
The gun.
Boom. Nice. Nice, Mr. Briggs. Mr. Briggs. Holy cow. I was not expecting pressure up the middle from you.
Continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders. You're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws.
Ooh, that one was off the side of the foot.
The Cowboys offense make their way out to take over once more.
All right.
They'll do so.
Randy Peterson. Randy Peterson. Show us what you got.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
All right.
12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Down the center of the field, open.
There we go. Come on. Oh. You see, when you have a quarterback with a strong enough arm to get that ball right there on the run, holy cow, it makes that play completely different.
40 yards.
Look at that, man. In stride, boom. In stride, pow, and then just run. And he's running free, you know. That is nice. That is a nice play when it really, really works. All right. See what we can do here.
They'll turn and hand this one off.
Oh, God, stop bouncing.
Not much room to speak of.
Did you see that? I hit the thing one time, and he's like 4. Maybe it wasn't 4. Maybe it was less than that. But it seemed like that. Like he was not stopping. It's like, can you go forward, please?
On the ground, it's Vaughn. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
All right.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
There's no negative. I did try to throw. I hit Y, but
if you're gonna take a
the guy was on me. It was not negative.
Such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
No! Oh!
Missed that one from short range. No good. They are not able to draw closer.
God dang it.
The hardest part about these misses, hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
Checking it down, this one is caught.
There's that shoulder again.
Gain of 9. Nice.
I hate that animation more than anything in this game. That animation with them. I'm just running up and I'm going to nudge you with my shoulder. Is like the most ridiculous thing. It just bugs me to no end. It's lazy. And it's like you put this piss poor animation in the game and it's running most of the time.
Second and long coming up. So 2 minutes to play in a.
It just it's like, could you do anything worse than that?
To Arlington at AT&T Stadium.
Because it's the most frustrating thing when you see somebody just run right out of a tackle, and it's like, well, what tackle are you running out of? He just hit you with a shoulder. I mean, he just nudged you. Good job, Mr. Holt.
Understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way.
Could be Hoyt, but I don't think so.
He's got Parham, his tight end.
4th and 3.
And a good short tackle right there.
I'm surprised we're not calling timeout.
Distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. This one angles out of bounds.
Okay.
And the mark comes inside the 15-yard line.
Let's see if we can get some protection here. Just throw the ball a little bit. Okay. All right, let's start here.
First set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going left side down the field, and it's complete.
Oh.
Following the completion, we'll get a
Come on
stop
now.
here for an injured player.
Come on, rub some dirt on it, bro. Suck it up, man.
Here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious.
Well, it is serious because that was my tight end. Not tight end. Center. All right.
To the air now on 1st and 10.
Again, look at that. Look at that arm strength, man. I was trying to get out of bounds.
Into the red zone, inside the 20. A huge play just before the half.
All right.
And even 30 yards. The red zone now. He'll drop to.
Are you serious, man?
Down he goes. They got him.
Oh.
For Dallas, it's their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40
Like,
seconds to go.
I had just gotten to my spot and get ready to throw the ball. Like,
What to do now is they come up on 2nd.
maybe it's my fault. It's my fault. I'm expecting too much.
He'll let this go towards the end zone.
Why did I do that? Because I
The game
can't hold on to the
there
ball.
needs to be better overall execution.
I would love to.
Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
third and long.
All right.
Throwing now from the gun. And this
As long as they're not interceptions. All right, let's try this field goal thing again. All right, it's just straight ahead.
Officially, this will be a 43-yarder.
Seriously?
And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
I'm not sure why it's acting up like that, because it's the same kicker had last season.
The Colts offense.
He's a superstar kicker. Why is it now all of a sudden acting up on us? Did I don't know. Maybe I just lost the timing. I gotta get it back. Don't know.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw.
No, can we not let them run three in the secondary?
Indianapolis, that is their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go.
That's the other thing I can't stand. 10 yards of cushion. Like in real life. It's like 10 yards of cushion? Seriously? All they got to do is step forward 5 yards and then just throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're giving them 5-yard completions every single time. Why are you so far back? What are you afraid of?
Good hold. Good kick. And the Colts going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points.
Is there a way? Nope, I can't.
You're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So
All right.
we have reached halftime in our first
preseason
matchup of the year. Instead, why don't we get right back to it?
We are getting right back to it because what I want to do is this.
Both teams ready to
We're not gonna do the second half.
Get back underway here on EA Sports. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams comes through again.
Of course, we lose. Yes, of course. All right. So right now, Cooper Rush is going to be in, and it will be Mr. Vaughn. All right. Well, actually, we'll let you. We will bring. So we would. That's the only change we're gonna make. This guy, he may not be on the team after that fumble. Mr. Sanders, and boom. Right. This line isn't doing a lick of anything right now, anyway. All right. Yeah, Haynes wasn't even doing anything anyway, so. And then just to make sure. Actually, I'm going to go the other way with this. All right. And then, wait, go back. We will let it. Mr. Briggs has done enough. One more. And then they're pretty much the same player. Yep. You've had enough. And I don't know that I have. I do have one more. Okay. And then we will do that. Oh, wait. Yeah, we will not be using your services anymore. As a matter of fact, whoops. No, wrong one. You, then you. Boom, boom. Okay. Yep, yep. You are in the slot. Do we have anybody else that can go in the slot? We do. We have Cropper. Do we really want to put him in the slot? Yeah, we will. All right. And then, yep. Nope. Then him, and then if it gets a little saucy out there, and then we will try Mr. Booth in the slot this time. All right, boom, boom. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come up here. We're going to change the speed to fast. And then we're going to jump forward in the game and see exactly what happens. 34th, 20.
This one, a win for the visiting Colts, as they
Ugly.
start things out with a victory.
Ugly.
Here in the first week of this preseason.
Ugly. And the thing that needed fixing the most, defense. It was sad.
And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation.
Offense had a few plays in there that looked good, but
Sports.
nothing good.
With that, we say good night from Arlington.
So Joe Brackett, rookie. He threw one interception, but look at Cooper Rush. 2 interceptions. Great job, Coop. Great job. Look at this, though. Near perfect passer rating. Except for that one, the first drive. Yeah, look at Stallworth. Another rookie. Just ran all over us. Nice. Seriously? 6 carries, 6 yards. All right. Wait. Go back. What was that? Deuce Vaughn. Nope, that was Brackett with 42 yards on 3 carries. Oh, gosh. Joe Brackett, man. Wilbin. Very good game. Very promising. All right. So none of our starters. Somebody gave up a sack. Nope. All right, TFLs. There were a lot of them. Sacks. Yeah, I was gonna say there were a lot of them. Looks like 3 and 3. 3 for them, 3 for us. Interceptions. Julius Brents and Zaire Franklin. Look at that. Charles Smith Wade. Two missed field goals by Aubrey. That was me. My timing. I don't know. I don't have the timing right now for some reason. Kick returns, pretty basic. Nothing spectacular. Punt returns, not a single one. So yeah, very unimpressive game. in preseason. Let's finish it. And I didn't set my goals for the game, so whatever they had is what they had. Hey, he punted so much, he got a boost. And then, yep, interception will help you out that way. Let's do that. Two messages, probably the same ones. Well, could have been worse. Yeah, injuries are never good, but Nick Gates only has a dislocated elbow. Expected return in 4 weeks. Okay, and then the head coach one, right? I don't know what we're gonna do with you, bro. Haven't really decided yet. Mm, all right, so next week is the Raiders, and again, that's where we're gonna call it. We got a couple of storylines. Not looking forward to those right now. We haven't heard anything about CD's off-season training. Right, he was supposed to work on his speed and everything, and we convinced him to do that because he's a team player and it would impress his teammates. So, but I didn't get any kind of response back on that. They have Sam McLeod, rookie, and we just watched a rookie just up and down the field on us. So, hey, we get to watch another and figure out exactly what's going on with our defense. What are we doing, right? And see if we can write it before the season begins. I will tell you this real quick here though. We can look at our re-signed players. Excuse me. These are all the players up for extensions, contract extensions. Look at our cap room, 69 million. Look at this guy. He's going to want 27 million is what this guy's going to want a year. Right? So that does leave us 42, but this guy is going to want almost 17 a year, 16, 17, 16 and a half a year. Ferguson is going to want 11. All right. So when we add that up, 16 and so we say 17 and 27 is 44. 11, that's 55. That leaves 14, right? Well, guess what? This guy wants 11, almost 11 and a half per year, right? But we only have 14 left. This guy, if we decide to do anything, we might, like I said, we might use him as trade bait, though. We have to. We have to. This guy is going to want 8.5 per year, right? 8.5 plus 14 is 22 and a half. We only have four. Well, I'm sorry, I'm adding a 14. 14 is what we have left. This guy wants 11. Where is he? Damone wants 11 and a half. Tolbert wants 8.5. Last time I checked, that was 20, and we have 14. Sam Williams wants 7 a year. Booth, we can't re-sign. We probably could if we don't re-sign the others. Stearns, nope. Terrell Edmonds, nope. TJ Bass, if we want line depth. He doesn't want a lot, but we would have to sign him quickly before he improves more, right? These guys not necessarily need to be re-signed. None of these. We just need them for this year, and then we can basically replace them. But we got to re-sign Aubrey. Aubrey. Well, first I got to get his timing back down so he can hit field goals, right? Luke Lipke. Do we want to keep Lipke? Then look, Mozzie. And do we want to accept his option? His option is up to 18 mil. We got 14. His option is 18. We can't, if we decide that we want to keep Mozzie, then all of a sudden we're not keeping Sam, we're not keeping Tolbert, and we're not keeping Damone. And then we have to come back here and figure out which one of these three we're not keeping. Because these three alone leave us 14 million in cap space. These three. So it's a matter of which one of these three do we keep and we let the other two go. So then we can sign, say, Clark and Tolbert and extend, and accept Mozzie's. But we're not going to be we're not going to extend Williams, right? We're not extending, and then it's like, okay, well, if we're not going to extend Williams, can we get something for him now? You know what I mean? So that is really where we're at right now. It's like, okay, the people that we're not going to hold on to, right? Do we get something for them now? Now, and then I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound terrible because the Super Bowl's already been won. We already won it first season out. Do we necessarily have to repeat and win it again this season? It gets boring, right? So we won it. Now it's time to rebuild. And maybe that means from the ground up. And then maybe that means, well, I'm going to wait to re-sign Micah. I know everybody's like, what are you talking about? Why am I waiting to re-sign Micah? Because, and then we're going to get in here, and then again, this is one of those long, extended conversations. He had 9.5 sacks last year. 9.5, guys. 13, 13, and 14. He came onto the scene gangbusters, right? In 2021, there was nothing this guy couldn't do. 20 TFLs, 13 sacks, right? Runner up for defensive player of the year. Last year, came back, right? Fewer tackles, but now they constantly, basically, he was going to be the defensive end. And I've been less impressed with him at defensive end than in the first season, right? I mean, granted, he did have 14 sacks, so he had his highest sack total last year. With this is just the sim, right? So it's not really what we're going to see out on the field in real life. But for us in Madden, this is what we're seeing. And again, it comes into play because of Madden's mechanics, because of the way that Madden is and it's built. Someone of Micah's stature and, you know, makes no difference on the field, and he doesn't get the same numbers that he does IRL. Granted, yes, they all look very similar, right? Except right here, that sack total. He's not getting to the quarterback the same way. You know what I mean? He's got the same number of tackles. He's got more TFLs last in this season than he's had before. But, he's forced 2 fumbles, you know, but that's it. And the thing that I'm looking at is I got to see what it looks like, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, because in Madden 24, he's had 5 sack games. He's broken the record for sacks in a season. I've had him break the record for sacks in a season. So I got to figure out. What I'm curious about is this new iteration of the game, this new version of the game, has it degraded his value, right? And do I really want to spend $27 million a year if I'm only going to get 9.5 sacks? He wasn't injured. He didn't miss games. So 9.5 sacks is what he gave us. And is like I said, so we have to see, right, as we're going along, what is it? What is it that he's not doing? Or what is it that the game is now keying on that causes him not to get the same totals, right? Sack totals that we see, like in previous iterations. Again, in previous iterations, he would average anywhere from 18 to 25 sacks a season with playing with him. And now all of a sudden, I'm looking in his first season that we went through with him, 9.5. 9.5. So that's got me a little concerned, right? Especially when we're talking about now it's time to do that contract. So what did Madden do here? What changed? Right? A 99 overall superstar X Factor only could get 9.5 sacks. And if he was injured half the season, that would make sense. But with no injury, it doesn't make sense. So Deron Bland, he's star dev now. But he had that one shining season last season, right? And then not the same. So do we pay him? I mean, he's only looking for 17, was it 16 and a half per season, right? But do we pay him or do we move on? Again, I gotta look because if I'm watching him trail and chase behind receivers after catching the ball, yeah, I'm not as motivated to sign that. Fergie. Well, Schoonmaker isn't winning over any popularity votes because he can't catch in traffic, right? Contested catches, Schoonmaker doesn't come down with. So Fergie's slow, and well, he's not slow, but I need to see more, right? And then so we'll see. But 11 million isn't overly, doesn't put him out of the market, right? But these two, I got to be very critical right off the bat, and I can't just go by name. I got to go by what I'm seeing on the field in the way this game plays, right? And I just don't know if Micah is going to do a lot the way the game plays, right? We won't know until the season starts. Damone Clark, we know, we've seen him excel on the field and do stuff. I just don't know if I want to pay him $11 million, $11.5 million a year, right? Trade bait again, like I said. Jalen Tolbert has been very reliable and very 8 million isn't bad. So he could be. But if I do that, again, like I said, if I go after any one of these two, right, this one or Damone, then I'm definitely not paying one of these three. That's for sure, for certain. And then the question is, if I pay one, then I'm most likely gotta not pay the other two. You see what I'm saying? And so if I decide to go with Fergie, then I can't pay these two, right? Or the thing is, Bland and Fergie add up to what Micah's getting, right? So it's either Micah or the other two. But even then, I'm still kind of limited as to who else I can pay, right? So right now, Sam Williams and Xavier Gibson, we're going to see, we might end up trading them coming out of preseason. Terrell Edmonds, might try to see if we can trade him out of preseason, right? And then the rest of these guys, one and done, right? it would be nice to keep him as some depth, right? And then, but we can't sign any more. We, if, and I have to get this one figured out, but right now, though, 5.5, 5.6, 5.7 almost per year for a kicker. Ooh, that's rough. That's rough. Even though he's a superstar kicker, is rough, right? Because half the time his abilities is my abilities. So it's not like, he's going to be money all the time, right? Half the time it's based on my ability, not his. Um, and then Mozzie, right? We know right now, defensive tackle, we need that person there. So if we want Mozzie, then yeah, we're picking one of these, one of the three, and a couple of others, and then we're like, yeah, that's it. So that is the dilemma that we got facing us, right? So we got two more games in the preseason. We got whatever nonsense, ridiculous storylines they're going to present us here um, for the preseason, and what the upcoming season is going to entail. And again, we have to attack this thinking, well, and then like I said, it sounds awful, but we are attacking it thinking we have already won the Super Bowl, so we already have that going for us. Right now, we need to ensure that we are putting together a solid team that we can afford. And, so we can't sign everybody. And then the question becomes, at what point do we make that decision? Because there's a couple of people that we could necessarily be looking to trade and get some very high value for, right? You know what I mean? Yes. The other thing too is looking at what we got right now. Do we need to do a change with coaching staff, our defensive coach, or do we need to do a change in defensive philosophy? Right? Do we need to run a 3-4? Like I said, Micah would be an awesome 3-4 edge rusher. I just don't think he's a down. He's a 4-3 edge. He's an awesome 3-4 edge, but then he's like, well, what's the difference, right? He's going to be in the nickel. He's going to be a down lineman, right? But in base, he shouldn't be a down lineman, right? But he kind of feels like a liability in pass coverage at times, right? If I put him at the Sam spot. So, again, it's what do you have? The only problem is we've already committed to Nealon for the next couple of years, and Nealon is a 4-3 edge, and he is not a stand-up 3-4 edge rusher, and he is not a 3-4 end in base. So we would be taking him off the field in base, and he would only be on the field in nickel, right? And nickel and dime situations. And I mean, granted, that's like 40, for almost half the time anyway. But I don't know if we want to make that change, right? So do we make that change to keep one player, or do we say, hey, what kind of value can we get for this one player? And then the question is, can we get multiple first round picks? I know it's awful. It is awful, but it is just Madden. It's not real life, right? And because in real life, the value that you don't, there is no value that well, there always is a value, but there's no way you can, well, they're entertaining these thoughts and these conversations, but seriously, the amount it would take to get him, to for a team to pick him up would just be like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because you would have to pay an arm and a leg and a couple of teeth to get him, and then but here in this game, if he doesn't have a spot on our team, maybe we should be looking to see what kind of value we can get. And in honesty, in honestly, we might want to entertain how much value we can get for him and Bland. To be honest with you, how many first round picks can we get by letting those two go? Again, we've already won the Super Bowl. We can't pay them all. So let's be honest with ourselves and say, okay, instead of trying to squeeze them into the cap, how many first round picks can we truly get? And maybe that's the exercise we go. Right? Maybe that is the exercise we go about, and see exactly what transpires. Okay. So my voice is gone, so that means sorry. My voice is gone. That means I've run way over time and I've talked your ears off and you've heard enough nonsense out of my mouth for one day. So once again, like, comment. Really, it would be interesting to see what people think. And subscribe. All right. We will talk to you soon. Be good.